I really want to welcome you to this HCIE Datacom course. My name is Marius and I am Huawei certified ICT expert in Datacom area. My professional life includes over 20 years of experience in telecommunication networks. I started my adventure with networks at Orange, and then I spent 12 years working at Huawei and building ISP networks as a Datacom engineer. I'm currently working as a network architect, and I'm designing and implementing networks and network services based on devices of various vendors including Huawei, Juniper, Cisco, Fortinet. Some of you may know me from my blog labnario.com, where I've been trying to discuss Huawei technologies for many years. I really appreciate that you're investing your money and your time in my course. I'm confident that you'll learn something through this course and you'll be able to pass the HCIA exam. I'm gonna teach you some theoretical concepts, but you'll also find many labs that you need to complete. So we're gonna cover some theory, but then we're gonna practically assess your knowledge. You need to make sure that you understand the technologies covered in this course. If you don't understand some concept, just watch this section once again. Try to get it. Don't give up. Continue your studying every day. Don't let the theory stop you from reaching your goal. If you want to address your local segment where only 6 hosts are located, or you want to address a point-to-point link, there is no point to use Class C network. It makes sense to subnet down the network or subdivide the network down until you have subnets that meet your requirements. You've just got your new Huawei router or switch and you need to configure it. How do you configure a brand new Huawei router or switch? You need to connect your laptop to the console port of the Huawei device and configure it locally first. After selecting the router ID, the router sends hello packets from all active interfaces. Master and slave will repeat the exchange and loading states until they have an identical database. Once the master and the slave are synchronized, you can consider them the full state. The routers that have at least one interface in area 0 are known as backbone routers. When traffic is sent from one area to another area, it has to traverse the backbone to reach the destination. But at which layer of OSI model does the OSPF reside? What is an OSPF protocol ID? Does it use TCP or UDP as a transport? We have a topology with one broadcast domain. We want to send ICMP packets from the router to PC1 and then capture the packets to both hosts using Wireshark. When we look at Wireshark capture packets to both PC1 and PC2, we can notice an ARP broadcast request sent to both hosts. PC2 drops the packet because it doesn't have an IP address requested at the broadcast message. We have two entries. One is related to MAC and IP of its own interface. The second is the IP and MAC address of PC1, and an outgoing interface for the traffic sent is GE001. We can see that the OSPF protocol ID is 89. OSPF protocol ID is 89. OSPF resides at layer 3 of OSI model, directly on top of IP. It doesn't use TCP or UDP as a transport, it uses IP. What we need to do in this lab, we want to ensure connectivity between PC1 and loopback of router 6. If ASBR has a default route, the default route advertise command enables the ASBR to the OSPF area. Can we now ping 100.100.100.100? Yes, we can. The IP address of PC1 is 192.168.0.100, but What will happen if we wanna ping an IP address which is included in our summarized route, but it's not configured on RT1 router? Therefore, RT2 forwards the traffic back to RT1 according to the summary route to 172.16.0.0 with mask 16. And then we have a loop on our network.